Assalamu alaikum. Today I will be doing the AI engineering course. I have completed some modules of it and I want to continue. I want to document my way through this AI engineering course. So, so that's it. So let's continue. Terminal engine, I have pretty much done all of these things before. I need to do this now. So I already know some of Linux. I know some of the commands. I'm using the fish shell like this, echo shell. I'm using the fish shell, and I already know most of these commands like train log grabs a word from the input. This counts the word count dash and I think it counts the number of lines. So let's do this on in the terminal. I have already done. Where is it? Maybe here it is. I need to do this here. I already downloaded this CSV file from the previous module. So what I need to do is grab, or what was it? I need to cat the glue.csv. This is the entire file. And I am going to grab train as this the train and the text. Then here's the word count dash L. I think it's going to give me the number of lines where the train appears. Now let's continue. I do not know about awk. I am not familiar with this it that much. I know it's something like that, but I am not entirely sure. I can also just do grab train from the glue.csv and it gives me the same result. And I can pipe that into the awk uh, trains and f. I do not know what this means at all. So let's see TLDR awk. So a versatile programming language for working on files. Different implementation of often make this a system link with it. So print the fifth column, fill in the space, separate the file, print the second column of the line containing form, print the last column of each line in a file using comma as a field separator. So this prints the last column of each line in a file. So let's see this. So awk, it's like how is it like? I need to do this, print, enough. Is that it? Let's see. So what is its logging? It's logging the last column. I don't understand this. Okay, oh right, this is the last column. It printed this right over here. Then this is the train of the second line, and it printed this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Last one for 0. How did it print this one? Oh, I see. It's using the comma as a delimiter, as a separator. Now there's a train F, tail F. I know that it gives the output from the end, and yes. Now I was reading this below here. I know I already know this pretty much. 2, from what I can see, it means the error. It was confusing for me to memorize 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 Linux STD. It was confusing for me to memorize this. So what I basically, the mnemonic I used was 0 means the input because it's like a hole, things going to the hole or something. and 1 for out, and then 2 for error. 1 for out, like how Empire in a cricket match says out, so it goes out. O for going in, I guess, and that's it. That's how I visualize this. So the true means the error, 1 means the out, means C out, and O means the C in. O, I can imagine it's like a pipe through which things go in. Then this is the standard output, and this is the append output. I know that this overrides the file if I use this. To standard output to a file and send std or one command as std in to the like this type operator. So using this command runs the process in the background. So I know this already. So I can do Python data like this. It will run in the background. I can do ps and I can see that the Python command is running in the background. So I could do ps Python. I think no tl here ps list all, search for the process, list all, get the PID of the process. PS 3814 display sort. How do I display the process? 3814. How do I bring it forward? FG, I think foreground 3814. No. How do I do it? I guess I could Google some. How to take the background process come forward in Linux. So the way to make FG, I know it's FG. Okay, then I can just clear FG and then job number. This is job number. Okay, so that was finished already. I can do it again, I guess. So PS again, it gives me the file number. Then FG percentage 12844. No, still no. Why? FG, there are no suitable jobs. Jobs, jobs, they are not suitable. To bring it forward. I don't understand. Why is it not coming? It shows all active jobs with the ID. Is it finished? I think maybe the problem is that it's finishing too quickly. Oh, okay, so it's finishing too quickly. FG, okay. Or it ends very quickly, that's the problem. So I could do PS, let's do it quickly, FG. Okay, so it brings the recent to the foreground. So the problem was the process ended to. Okay, so another thing I could do is PS then FG percentage 14140. Okay, it ends very quickly. Or do I need to just type PS FG 1442? Okay, so foreground and then I type the process ID and it brings the command forward. And then let's move forward. Kills the process. Bring a background job to foreground, and this kills a background process. But I don't understand is why is it using the percentage command FG. Bring job to forward will put job 3 into the foreground. Okay. So this is the first job, second job, and third job. So let's say I do this again. I do PS, then I do job percentage 2. Of what was the command? FG percentage. So PS FG percentage. No, it's not doing that. Actually, percentage one. Okay, so it brings it forward. But how do I get the numbering of the job? The to foreground resume with valid fictitious suspended. If no job is specified, the last job will be used the foreground. If the PID is specified, the job containing a process with the specified process ID is put into the foreground. So it does not tell me like what's the percentage is used. So what I can do is actually out. It's still not. It's giving me the. I'm gonna switch to bash. No man. Actually, okay, now it's better. Run jobs in the foreground if the job control is enabled. And whatever. FD shall write the command line of this. How do I see the percentage? There it is. With the assigned. And then to the foreground shall remove its process from the list of the known IDs. Length. It is not specified here. What is the numbering? Like if I do that, like if I run this again, then I do PS. How do I know that this is the first job? Why isn't this the first job? Why isn't this the first job? How to get the process number or the number? FG number for the job in Linux. So I want to get that number. I do not. So job. I need to type jobs. So Python. I run this again. I type jobs. That's the first job. So I type jobs to get the job number, and then I just type FG percentage one to bring out the previous job folder. And I think Control Z was the command. Like I think that's the Control Z. Control Z. It was some number. BG. How to send a terminal process to that Linux. There was some shortcut I am forgetting. It's Control Z. Control Z, but this is not working for some reason. So let's say I do a variable lsr all, and I do Control Z job. Okay, so fg percentage. Yes, that's working. Wait, let's move on. So command no edge up, no check log file can reattach with this. The difference between and screen slash tmux can reattach survives terminal close. This does not survive the terminal close. No no up, how do you pronounce? No edge up, yes, and can reattach no check log. I don't understand what that means. So man no edge up. Run a command immune to hangups with output to a known TTY. If the standard input is a terminal, redact it from a unreadable file. If the standard output is a terminal, append output to a no app.out if possible. If the no app command itself fails, if command is found but cannot be invoked. If command cannot be found, okay, so run a command immune hangups. Essentially, no hangup. Oh, I think. See that. Ignore hang-up signal. No H up means no hang-up essentially. Great, now understand. So I can tell the no H up, no hang-up. Allows for a process to live when the terminal gets killed. So basically, if I run a script and I want it to run in the back, I can do no H up. I can specify what I want to run, and then I can do that. So this is also required. Screen and terminal can reattach for anything longer than a few tmux. I have tmux right now. So I can create a new session called training tmux s small s no attach t training no session. There is no session. Tmux new as training. This creates a new session called training. Then split horizontally, split vertically, control B. This splits it horizontally, control B and percentage splits it vertically. I've changed my key binding so that I can use the Vim keys to switch around very easily. So that's it. Then reattach. Control B and D pushes the session behind. So tmux attach. Can I list the sessions? Tmux list? No. Tmux list? No. Tmux session list? No. Then TLDR. So how do I list the tmux list? So there is this window with training. So I can do tmux reattach. There's a reattach. So existing sessions. Tmux attach to the training. Tmux attach T training and I reattached it. Why do I need to put T with it? Tmux dash T features. So it's not telling me there. It is T feature. Set the terminal feature for candidacy command, separate list of features. See the terminal feature options. T. Describe the arguments from the most command except the original optional T, sometimes S argument with one of the target times, target session. So dash T is necessary. Tmux terminal dash T1 source. I guess dash T is target session. T for target session. Target session. In these videos, I will try my best to minimize the use of AI because I want to learn on my own. So this is the target session and Windows. Okay, so I can do tmux B attach, what was the control B and D. Yes, so the time session will be back. Now I can do tmux train and epoch start train.py. Um, train.py. I have not made a train Python file. They have not done. So this creates a train session and dash epochs 100 lr dash p minus I do not know. Control B to split the terminal, run the GPU monitor. To split vertically, trail the logs. Tail F. I need to know what tail F tail f the this tail f so tail. So tail f, what does it do? For the printing last lines of given file, keep reading it until Control C. So it prints the output, and then until I press Control C, it does not close the file. Monitoring with htop and vtop, and htop you will see F6 open. I use vtop normally, so I do not need sudo pacman remove and vtop. I do not need this because I have vtop, which is a better top. I do not need that. Now that's done, and SSH for remote GPU box. I have SSH on this. So I can do Telia SSH. To learn about SSH, I can connect to a remote server with SSH username and the remote host. And I can also specify a password, I'm pretty sure. I can specify the identity key, the port number, and that's the port number. I can also specify the password. I'm pretty sure there is a command to specify the password. I need to search for the password. And they go to background just before command. This is useful, not this, not this. Redirect system to from station first. No. There is some command for password. Maybe I think it automatically asks for the password. Does SSH automatically ask for a password if needed? Yes, then if it needs, then ask. And then SCP, oh cool. Secure, this is for copying files to remote. So SCP, so man, clear SCP. Secure copies files between a host using a secure copy protocol over SSH. Okay, and resync a whole directory faster from any file, and SSH port forward access remote Jupyter or TensorFlow. Useful aliases for AI word. Alias GPU is essentially just the GPU specs. I don't need it. This kills all the processes of Python. Good. And source the virtual environment accurately. A common AI terminal patterns. Python train T. I don't know what T does. There T. Read from standard input and write to standard output. So it takes the input and writes to the output. Well, I can already do that, which is the arrow operator, can I know? I don't understand why I need this. Why is the T command tool used when I can just use the greater than operator? Okay, so I'll wait for that to finish. I think my internet is on. Whatever. Wi-Fi. Okay. So let's continue with this tar untar editors. I know that the tar is a type of compression, and disk free and disk usage. Disk usage. So till here, disk usage. So list the sizes of a directory and any subdirectories in the given units. is the size of directory and any subdirectories in a human readable format. So I could do this and it lists all the files. I don't go. So okay. And human readable formats lists all file but is actually including above a certain threshold. Is the okay du-h. Okay, it's listing all of them. And data fills this fast. So I need to be careful when training my model because the this would fill out faster. Alright, and we grab CUDA and Torch. Every training run and monitor training logs with background tasks comes into the play into this course. This is a nice note to take, I suppose. Okay, there, and I could type over here Linux terminal and shell. Terminal shell. CD terminal shell and admin nodes dot md. I could make an actually what I'm doing. I could just make one over here. So terminal shell, I can make something like nodes dot md. And what else can I do? I can copy paste this simply. Work on the I think I'm going to remember this for now. Install Tmux, create a session, run a shop in one watch and one date in another watch. Watch, watch and one date. So so it watches date essentially and n1. Where is the n option here? So watch command runs a command every 60 seconds. So it checks every 60 seconds that watch n1 and date and date. It reruns a command every 60 seconds. So, but this one is running every 1 second. Why is that? Man watch. Okay. Let me look at the different options over here. So what it's saying is um, interval, specify the number of seconds. Okay. Value smaller than 0.1 for 0.1, etc. etc. Then what is the problem here if I do n60? Oh, that's what. So I could rerun a command every second if I wanted. So watch n1 ls. So it just ran the command once, isn't it? Running it over and over. ls. Every second it's supposed to rerun the command. It is rerunning the command. It's just doing the same thing over. N1 ls slash r. My battery is running low. Oof, that is causing a lot of power. It's taking a lot. Add alias, create a fake training session setup SSH. Well, I have no need for it. What is the key advantage of using tmux over using no hr command for long? Tmux lets you detach data, see the live output number. Problem with this tutorial is that every answer is just B. So I know that this is the um, output, standard output to the output log. And if there is an error, it outputs it to the standard out, meaning the terminal. Run and redirects post channel into, okay. So, oh, I see. This is the send output. This is the output file. This is the send output. Then, if it's there is an error, it outputs it output log as well. Which command lets you access a remote Jupyter notebook running node forward 888 SSH-L -L to port forwarding. Jupyter was for a local prompt. Okay. Shell the terminal. It interprets the commands. Tmux the terminal multiplexer. It makes terminal sessions. Typing the bar thing. It takes output of one command and inputs it to the other. Then PID, process ID, no HF, no hangup, and SSH connecting to the server. And that is it for this tutorial. This was a lot of fun to do. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.